Our top story for today, a Microsoft outage that impacted the entire world. If you were with us this morning, you saw it firsthand. The shutdown impacted flights, banks, and companies worldwide, forcing organizations back to pen and paper. It even impacted us here at News 2. So apparently a major Windows update glitched, crashing systems across the globe. And now we've learned that the outage has forced some North Carolina DMVs to close its doors. WFNY News 2's Giselle Thomas is live at a state DMV to explain more. Hey, Giselle.
Now here at the DMV on Golden Gate, I saw a line that was nearly out the door, vanished to nothing. Now the manager here tells me that at one point they were only using 2 computers and were only taking cash. Now, all that changed moments ago after the manager says she got a call from Raleigh telling them to stop all transactions.
Now they're telling us that we need to close down until things get more settled, and they don't really have an estimated time when we can reopen. We'll probably stick around a little bit and see if anything restarts to see if we can reopen this afternoon. But they're telling all the license plate agencies to close down for now and not to process any transactions.
Proctor tells me on Fridays this DMV on Golden Gate sees around 300 to 500 customers. All 115 license plate agencies are out due to the global CrowdStrike outage. Another agency impacted by this is Cone Health. And this morning, all their hospitals had to go back to pen and paper while their computer systems were out.
We rely on computers every day. And so when a nurse comes back from providing care and they see that blue screen, they're unable to document certain things. We have to turn on those downtime procedures, as we call them, and that was the biggest impact. We also started to see impacts with how we care for our patients, like with food and nutrition, how we clean rooms, and just how we report the readiness of those needs.
Now, Wooten tells me they have about 50% of their computer systems back up and running. Now, PTI was also hit from this outages, with some customers experiencing delays and cancellations. Now, some of the airlines tell us that they are doing their best with these setbacks, but they want to be able to get people back up in the air safely. Live in Greensboro, Giselle Thomas, WFNY News 2.
This all shows how much we rely on technology. Thank you so much for that update, Giselle. Here's a little more insight about what exactly went wrong. George Kurtz, the president and CEO of CrowdStrike, posted this on X early this morning. He said a single defect in a Windows update started the collapse. It explains that the Microsoft shutdown was not due to a security incident or a cyber attack. Kurtz says the issue has been identified and solved. And of course, this outage stretched far beyond the triad. So many computers use Microsoft software. So the outage shut down video advertisements on Times Square, and many checkout counters couldn't even accept payment, forcing businesses to an abrupt halt. We're continuing to dig into this story as we learn more about what happened. And you can stick with us in our later newscast or on WFNYnews2.com for the most up-to-date information.